huge map electronically presented. Well, I have here a map of Concord, the old Musketaquid plantation. Well, this title, Concord Musketaquid Plantations, refers the early colonial settlement of Concord, Massachusetts. And was one of the oldest English towns in New England. But the name is that this English town was back then known as Musketaquid, which was a name given by the indigenous people of who inhabited this area. Well, in translation, it seems that Musketaquid means grassy plain, or reedy meadow. Wow. Let's have a look over the map and let's discover it, shall we? Right. Well, this was established in 1635. Well, it's somehow tricky to write down with the mouse instead of a pen. So this Concord settlement was established in 1635 by Rev. Peter and Simon Willard. They obtained this land from the indigenous people. I can see it's this land here. But that people were part of the Massachusetts tribe. So the indigenous people were the Massachusetts tribe. Why? Alright. And here we have the mine settlement, let's say, mine town. Let's have a look. At the first sight. Now we can see that there are some trees here and here, random trees. I presume these ones were some small forests, right? Small forests nearby. And here there are a few tents, indigenous tents. So here it's an indigenous settlement composed from Indian tents. Right? Good. Well, this is the first one that I spotted here on this map, but maybe it's not the only one. In the northern part, it's the Middlesex School, and mostly in that period of time, some schools they have bells, a small tower with a bell on it, which make them be very easy confused with churches, especially in these types of maps. But this could be also a church and this could be also part of the school. But here it's the Middlesex School, right? And here it's a small pond we can see here some depicted or shown on this map some athletes doing kayaks. Right, okay. The traps and they're gone. What mystic fruit and egg yelled at morning after the morn. Emerson. Alright, this is part of a poetry maybe, because it's a rhyme. Nearby. So, some, judging by the hat, there are not some indigenous people, maybe the settlers who are harvesting, because it's yellow, I presume there are some grain. I think they are harvesting grain, maybe, or hay, I don't know, it could be hay. Good, nearby, we had well about, I don't know what is here. Someone needs guarding, or I don't know, it's chasing. This looks like some pigs, right? Well, I don't know. Well, opacity, let's say 100%. I think this is a pig, maybe. So, Hojibem, well, about, I think these are inside the stall, maybe. I don't know, what is this? I presume they are pigs. Alright, forest, and near Strawberry Hill. I think this is the Strawberry Hill from my side, because this is perpendicular view. It looks more like a volcano. It looks like a crater. Well, I think these hills should still exist even now. All barred meal. So we have a water mill here, and this is a stream, right? This is a small creek who is an affluent of this big, large river. Right, so old barrack mill, and here, nearby, some soldiers are marching. Right, okay, just a moment. Let's get this up. Good. Okay, another soldier with a cannon. This is a cannon. I don't know, this is a landmark or it's somehow a spot of a former battlefield. Sorry, Concord, reform. Here it's the edge of one side of the map. Reformatory, Concord Reformatory. This could be a school, a college, I don't know. Another pound and a salve mill. Well, this is a pound with a water creek sauce and a salve mill nearby. Because the salve mill is on the pound shore, I think they use the water as a base propulsion for the salve mill machines. Warner's pound, yes, a pound. And this one is a railroad. Quite good. And here is a crossing, and this is a train that it's traveling from Concord. don't know the directions because from Fitchburg, I don't know if this is a label for the train rail, or for the railroad, or for this factory. No, this is Demon's Mills. Another mill. This one has a big chimney, right? With some smoke over. So this one, I think it's bigger. Demon's Mills. Right. The early settlers, yeah, they base the mine economy of this area is based on agriculture back then, growing crops and raising livestock, and this, I think, is the answer for these two landmarks, let's say. So rising livestock, here are pigs, definitely are pigs with the shape, or maybe they could be rabbits. I don't know. I presume they are pigs and crops, right? The meadows and the rivers provide fertile ground. Well, one of the rivers, it's this one. Alright. But it doesn't have a name. It doesn't have a name, this blue river. Let's see if we can find something related. No, it doesn't have a name. Yes, it is. It is the Concord River. So this is the Concord River. So this provided the necessary water to make the soil enough fertile for agriculture. Very good. It seems has sense, right? Here it's another guy with some crop in its wagon. Oh, very interesting here. Someone is serving hot tea or coffee. Well, I think it's tea back then. Here the colonists here fed, mourn, and have battle. These are soldiers, so these sticks here. In fact, there are some muskets, some rifles, right? Interesting. So, a very good point on the map. Hunt house. Well, hunters, house for hunters. Bunkers, it's here. This is the afternoon or Sabbath dress of the 1775. I don't know in which year this map is depicting the area, because I don't have here, I didn't find anywhere on the map a year. Well, it seems that the 1775 it's repeating, and I think it's that period or those years. Here it's 1639, here it's 1712. 12, right? Good, let's continue. Now we approach the mine city. Well, in that period it was a large city, let's say. Okay, I spot here another small tent in settlement. Tahadavan Squan, original owners of the Concord, and homes of. Well, actually, this is. These are tents, not home, but it's like I said, it's not. It's literary, entitled Sandberg Chaining House. More soldiers here, and this I think it's a kid that it's pulling a small toy. Some flowers, maybe some gardens. Yeah, some former gardens, maybe from that time. Emerson Hospital. So they have a quite nice large hospital. At judging by the iconic spot, the Concord Country Club. Well, here they are playing tennis or badminton. I don't know. It looks like tennis to me, but because tennis was and badminton was invented by the British. And here's some red flags. Maybe golf. Yes, golf. They play golf back then. Interesting. Good. In this forest, well, I think this was the hunting ground in this forest. Another mill powered by water. Another hunting ground here for rabbits in this forest. Okay, this I think it's a big forest, a large forest with a lot of ways and roads through side part of the ironwork farm. I don't know what that means. Another railroad, this one, it's heading to the south, and again, it's cross junction with this one. I think this one with blue is the train station, right? It should be. Daniel Chester French Studio. I don't know what this means, but it's interesting. What a French studio is, I don't have any idea. Maybe some of you guys have any clue. Leave it in the comment. Doran Street. The old pest. Whose pest house? This is an O, small O. The old pest house. So, and here is a carriage pulled by some mules. This is a mule or horse. Or so, a carriage pulled by an animal, horse maybe or mule. Okay, Sudbury River. This is another river. At least one of the Concord artists. Cool. Someone here is painting. And this haystack. It, I don't know, it looks like an umbrella maybe, to me. Or it's a haystack. Well, who knows? The cliffs. Alright, here we have some cliffs. On the shore of this pond river or whatever it is. I think it's a river and here it's a small lake. On the river stream, two guys in a boat and one is fishing. So they are fishing, yeah. Fishing spots, definitely. There is another fisherman. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. We have a car. What? So, here is something confusing. And we have machines. This map is showing the area from 1700, but some cars appear on the map and some heavy machines or agricultural machines. This is quite confusing, but let's take it as it is. Definitely, well, okay, this map, or sketch, maybe let's say sketch because it doesn't matter. I think it's sketched in the 1930s, judging by the design and by the sketch deepness and sketch project. Not middle, another pound. This is the white pound. Well, here are some guys swimming. Definitely a small house on the shore. Some trees. This could be a beautiful place. Maybe this car is parked here. And interesting, on the one side of the pound there is an indigenous Indian settlement. So it's called it's called White Pound. It's inside a forest. So definitely this is a very nice place. What is the grandma doing here? I don't know. What is the grandma doing here? It's picking up something. Or it's dropping something. Let's move further. What I like about these maps is that there are very interesting landmarks on them with very funny design, and most of them I cannot explain. Like this, yeah. The grandma and his daughter, maybe. Her daughter or not. I don't know if it's the grandma's daughter. Good. There are two houses here, remotely. Oh, I switched to another color, so that's why. Okay. Well, I think this machine here, it's a tractor that it's plowing the ground. And here is someone gardening. Right, let's move to this part of this map. Interesting map. So the cliffs are here. It's a large building. Looks like with some columns. Maybe it's a plantation. I don't know. It looks like a plantation building, mine building. Right, here it's something interesting. This is the railroad to Boston. Well, now we can see. This is the train that it's arriving from Boston to Concord, definitely. Through a forest. And here it's a small lake. Recreational area. We see two guys in a boat having a good time and some guys swimming. At least this one is jumping from a trampoline. Maybe this is the trampoline. Well, this is not considered a lake because it's too small and it's considered a pound. Yes, we take it as it is, it's a pound. State police. Okay, so the state police is here. Maybe it's near the border of the zone. State police. Fairyland. This is a forest. Fairyland. Cambridge. Dorian Street. Yeah. And nearby, I think this one is a tennis field or a badminton field, I don't know. Recreational area. Library. So they have that this was a developed settlement back then, a small town, or let's say a small city. They have all the necessary buildings to be considered a town. We have the library, church, of course, and the storehouse. I think it's the storehouse. Yeah, this one. Side of the tavern. Fall. A tavern, sandboard, Channing House, Liberty Ball, Roypen Prom, Emerson Home, the Mill Pound. Wow, interesting. A pound in the middle of the town. Yeah. A pound in the middle of the town. The spoken words most often about the age of gold again. The wayside, Millbrook, Orchard House. Oh. And here is this one. It's the cemetery, the graveyard, right? Sleepy Hollow, and here it's a tombstone. This is a tombstone. What? The house of the bullet hole. Well, the railroad train, it's passing right through it. I don't know what this means, house of the bullet hole, but the name, it's quite funny. Here it's a battle, right, good. Soldiers that shooting at each other. A battle location. Birthplace of the American Liberty, April 1970-75. these ones, there are footsteps, trails. I think there are footstep trails. All right. Maybe this is the direction that they came. And here it's another ex-battlefield. Miriam's Corner. Miriam's Corner. Okay. Next. Okay. Paul Revere was captured before he reached Concord. This could be Paul Revere. Dr. Prescott escaped, carried message on. Well, maybe they are retreating. These are soldiers, yeah. They're retreating and somebody is chasing them or ambush them. They ambush somehow the retreating soldiers. And I think these are the British soldiers because are in red. Here it's shown a British soldier uniform. Another carriage pulled in quite speed by some 3 horses, and this looks like a luxury Phaeton carriage. Millbrook. This is another river, maybe. Millbrook. Yellow Roar Lane. Good. Now on this side. Well, I thought here it's a pond or maybe it's an area or a swamp. This could be a swamp. Old Virginia Trail. Birthplace of Henry Torno. Another hill, the Pine Hill. And someone is having fun by smoking a cigarette or a pipe. Old Virginia's cabin here. Okay. The old Musketaquid River. This is not Concord River, this is Musket River. And it's going, I don't know which is the direction of the stream. There's something that we missed. Well, let's have a look on the side of the map. On these beautiful graphical landmarks. Ralph Waldo Emerson. So we encounter this. We're on the map. Torio Altcote House. Very nice. Graphical represented. Academy Lane. Well, just see where Academy Lane, and here the conflict at the Northern Bridge. Here is the bridge. Here is the bridge. Okay, if we can look here, these are some soldiers that are crossing. No, they're shooting each other on the other side of the river, and the bridge Sleepy Hollow. Well, Sleepy Hollow, it's that graveyard that I highlighted on the map. The Sanford Jennings house. Nicely done. The old cowl. This looks like a barn. Like a big barn. And on this side of the map, the old man's, well, this is a big house, a residence. The house of the bullet hole. This is the weird house that I highlighted on the map where the railroad is passing right through. Well, the house of the bullet hole. Why did he name it like that? What's the origin of the name? The Samuel Hoare House. Old Barrett House. Nicely done. Well, look at this, very nice. Sketched. It's the old Middlesex Hotel. Middlesex Hotel. It has some columns. Victorian architecture, right? Orchard House. This one I highlighted also as well on the map. The Right Tavern. If I remember correctly, well, let's see. I think it's here. The tavern. It's in this area. Okay. Old Humble House, Agro. I saw a tavern at some point. I don't know, in this area. So, by the way, okay, let's head further. The Right Tavern. Well, these were street lamps, but these are oil strip lamps. So this is sketched way before the electrical current was discovered. Birthplace of Henry Thoreau. Nice residence. And the Governor Winthrop House. It looks like a fortress. Burned years ago, so these were burned. Meanwhile, oh, look at it. The School of Philosophy. Well, this will be a pleasure to learn philosophy in such a remote location, full of green trees nearby, with a lot of bushes nearby, partially buried in bushes and trees. How you cannot like philosophy in this way? Okay, and there's something that I left. Here it's the map, a frame with all the roads in the area. This is the Concord, where the city is placed, the settlement. And the entire area. Paul as Iva, Lexington Road, Lancaster Road. Okay, Charles 70, okay, Alan. Quite nice. Well, it would be nicer if I knew this video the entire history of this area. Well, I was a little unprepared for this, so these are some rabbits, right? Good. Well, I think this will be all. The most important parts or landmarks of this map I presented somehow in some way. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much if you watched until now, until the end. So the only thing that I'm asking you is to subscribe to my channel if you aren't yet. Until next time, I wish you all the best, and thank you for all your support.